Welcome to NFL Blitz Talk, your go-to podcast for weekly game breakdowns, top plays, and hot takes from around the league. Let's dive into the action.
Travis Hunter made an impact in his Jaguars preseason debut, catching 2 passes for 9 yards on the first drive.
He also played 8 snaps on defense and recorded 1 missed tackle in the game against the Steelers.
The 2025 NFL preseason kicked off, offering a first look at rookies and off-season acquisitions.
Steelers veterans Juan Thornhill and Brandon Eccles made big hits in their debut against the Jaguars.
Rookie running back Caleb Johnson had 22 snaps for the Steelers, but averaged only 2.5 yards per carry.
Trent Sherfield Sr., a new receiver for the Broncos, impressed with 73 receiving yards and a touchdown.
49ers backup quarterback Mac Jones started well, but was later sacked twice and threw an interception.
Chiefs rookie left tackle Josh Simmons performed well in his preseason debut, impressing quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
Cardinals backup quarterback Jacoby Brissett threw 2 touchdown passes in less than a quarter of play.
Jets quarterback Justin Fields led a 79-yard touchdown drive in his only possession of the game.
Packers first-round pick Matthew Golden had 2 catches for positive yardage in his limited debut.
Titans cornerback Cameron Ward had a slow start, but led an 11-play touchdown drive in his first preseason game.
Buccaneers first-round pick Ime Otuka Egbuka had a 21-yard catch in his debut.
Rams rookies linebacker Josiah Stewart and Chris Paul Jr. stood out on defense in their preseason game.
Cowboys quarterback Joe Milton III struggled with accuracy and threw an interception.
Vikings quarterback Sam Howell had a strong performance, throwing well and scoring a rushing touchdown.
Jaguars kicker Cam Little successfully made a 70-yard field goal in their preseason game against the Steelers.
This impressive kick occurred as the first half ended at Everbank Stadium on Saturday night.
While it would have been a record-breaking kick in a regular season game, it does not count in the preseason.
Little admitted to having some doubt but was encouraged by his long field goal practice during training camp.
He had previously made field goals of 60 and even 65 yards in practice.
The kick cleared the crossbar with several yards to spare, exceeding Justin Tucker's current record of 66 yards.
There have been 8 unsuccessful attempts of 70-plus yard field goals in the Super Bowl era, according to Elias Sports Bureau.
Little celebrated enthusiastically with fist pumps, and his holder, Logan Cook, gave him a congratulatory shove.
Teammates rushed from the sideline to celebrate with Little, including Travis Hunter, who gave him a chest bump.
Jaguars coach Liam Cohen acknowledged the excitement of the moment.
As a rookie in 2024, Little made 27 of 29 field goal attempts.
He successfully made 5 out of 6 attempts from 50 yards or more, including a 59-yarder tying the franchise record.
When Cohen called a timeout with 1 second remaining, he checked with Little about attempting the 70-yard kick.
Little and Cook were eager to attempt the kick, and Cohen gave them the opportunity.
Little attributed their success to adrenaline and execution.
He left the field with the football but admitted he had not yet seen the ball cross the crossbar due to his height and the offensive lineman.
However, he knew it was a good kick, based on Cook's reaction.
Cook's wide eyes confirmed the success of the kick for Little.
CeeDee Lamb was penalized after a referee collided with him on the sideline during the Cowboys' preseason game against the Rams.
Lamb was not playing in the game but was standing on the white sideline area reserved for officials.
He was celebrating a potential big play when side judge Anthony Jeffries ran into him from behind.
Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer expressed concern for the referee and acknowledged that Lamb should have been more aware of his positioning.
The Cowboys received a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for the incident.
The Rams were also penalized for pass interference on the same play.
Referee Alex Moore stated that this type of forceful contact in the restricted area is a rare occurrence.
The Cowboys did not dispute the call, understanding the white area is for officials.
Lamb appeared uninjured and was seen laughing with teammates afterward.
Joe Milton confirmed that Lamb seemed fine after the collision.
Schottenheimer was unhappy with the Cowboys' overall discipline in the game.
The team had 11 penalties for 83 yards.
While some penalties were for combative plays, Schottenheimer was concerned about pre-snap penalties and those like Lamb's.
Backup tackle Asim Richards was penalized for illegal formation on consecutive plays due to incorrect positioning.
Schottenheimer emphasized that giving away penalties is detrimental in the National Football League.
This incident highlights the importance of sideline awareness for players and staff alike.
Matthew Stafford, who is dealing with a back injury, performed well in a recent workout, throwing 68 passes.
This workout took place at the Rams' practice facility on Saturday morning, and Stafford was observed on the sideline during the preseason opener against the Dallas Cowboys that night.
Rams coach Sean McVay expressed satisfaction with Stafford's workout, noting the quarterback looked good and threw the ball well with no limitations on throw types.
McVay also mentioned moving Stafford's launch point during the workout, and that Stafford felt good afterwards.
The plan is for Stafford to return to practice on Monday, participating in individual drills.
When asked about Stafford's pain levels, McVay deferred to the quarterback himself.
Earlier in the week, McVay emphasized the team's cautious approach with Stafford's back, but stated he would be available to play if it were the regular season.
The planned joint practice between the Rams and Los Angeles Chargers on Wednesday has been canceled.
McVay explained that the Chargers are currently dealing with several injuries.
He added that Stafford was not scheduled to participate in the joint practice regardless, due to the uncontrolled nature of practicing against another team.
Stafford has not practiced during training camp due to back soreness.
The Rams are taking a cautious approach with Stafford's back injury, hoping to have him ready for the regular season.
McVay is optimistic about Stafford's progress and his ability to return to full practice soon.
The severity of Stafford's back injury remains a topic of discussion among fans and analysts.
The Rams are hopeful that Stafford can return to full health and lead the team to success this season.
Stafford's availability for the regular season will depend on his continued progress and pain management.
Travis Hunter made his National Football League debut with the Jacksonville Jaguars in their preseason opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He played both offense and defense, admitting to some pregame jitters, a feeling he experiences before every game.
Hunter played 18 snaps total, 10 on offense and 8 on defense.
On offense, he played exclusively with the first team on the opening drive.
He caught 2 passes for 9 yards and had another catch negated by a penalty.
According to ESPN research, Hunter ran 6 routes, 5 from the slot position.
He tied with Brian Thomas Jr. for the most targets from quarterback Trevor Lawrence, with 2 each.
On defense, Hunter recorded 1 missed tackle.
Head coach Liam Cohen considered Hunter's performance solid overall.
Cohen noted Hunter made good catches on option routes and will review the game tape for a more complete assessment.
Hunter's missed tackle was against Steelers running back Caleb Johnson.
There was also a play with apparent coverage confusion, where a Steelers receiver got behind Hunter, although the ball was not thrown his way.
Hunter received coaching from defensive backs coach Anthony Perkins and safety Andrew Wingard after the play.
Hunter expressed his desire to move past the missed tackle and focus on improvement.
Hunter's greater offensive workload aligns with his training camp usage.
He has played 140 offensive snaps and 116 defensive snaps in 11-on-11 drills through 12 practices.
Tennessee Titans rookie cornerback Cameron Ward made his preseason debut against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Saturday.
The number 1 pick in this year's draft showed promise in his first live game action.
Ward completed 5 of 8 passes for 67 yards during 2 drives.
The Titans went 3 and out on his first possession, but he followed that with an 11-play, 65-yard drive.
This drive was capped by a 1-yard touchdown run by Tony Pollard.
Titans receiver Calvin Ridley caught 3 passes for 50 yards on the touchdown drive.
Ridley was called for pass interference, leaving the Titans with a 1st and 20.
The offense bounced back as Ward passed to Ridley for 10 and 13 yards on the next 2 plays.
Ward's first completion was to Ridley in the middle of the field for 27 yards.
The offensive line gave Ward plenty of time to wait for Ridley to get open.
Titans coach Brian Callahan stated that he thought Ward played well in his 2 series.
Callahan added that Ward did what they would hope he would do in his first action, and he is going to get more of it to come.
Ward arrived at Raymond James Stadium 6 hours before game time, a habit from his University of Miami days.
To pass the time, Ward listened to music and watched a movie.
Ward was on the field to watch the grounds crew take the tarp off the grass for an early start on his pregame warm-up.
Titans running back Tyjae Spears suffered a high ankle sprain after a 13-yard reception.
Rondale Moore suffered a significant injury to his left knee in the preseason game against the Houston Texans.
This injury occurred on Moore's very first play back after missing the entire 2024 season due to a right knee injury.
Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell described the situation as heartbreaking.
While awaiting the results of an MRI, O'Connell refrained from providing a specific diagnosis.
Moore has had a history of injuries since being drafted by the Arizona Cardinals in 2021.
He missed 9 games in 2022 due to various ailments.
He then missed all of 2024 after dislocating his right knee while in training camp with the Atlanta Falcons.
Moore signed a 1-year contract with the Vikings this offseason.
He was expected to be the team's punt returner and a potential number 4 receiver.
The injury occurred on a punt return after a 2-yard gain.
Texans linebacker Jamal Hill tackled Moore as he was running out of bounds.
During the tackle, Hill pulled Moore awkwardly over his left leg.
Trainers quickly brought out a cart for Moore.
Moore's frustration was evident as he slammed his hands on the cart.
O'Connell expressed his empathy for Moore and the difficulty of the situation.
O'Connell spoke with the officiating crew about whether the tackle was an illegal hip drop.
He stated that he needed to review the play before making a determination.
However, he noted that the tackle appeared to have characteristics of a hip drop tackle.
Minnesota Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy returned to the field after a 364-day absence due to a knee injury.
He expressed his emotions about the journey back, acknowledging it was more than just another preseason game.
McCarthy admitted to shedding a tear during the national anthem before the game against the Houston Texans.
In his first game back, McCarthy completed 4 of 7 passes for 30 yards and led the Vikings to a field goal on their opening drive.
Head coach Kevin O'Connell praised McCarthy's composure and poise, highlighting an 18-yard pass to Jordan Addison.
O'Connell explained that McCarthy's early exit was planned to protect the starters, many of whom also played in the first series.
McCarthy's performance showed both positive and negative aspects, including some difficult catches by Addison and an overthrown pass.
He acknowledged his tendency to rush his progressions, attributing it to practicing against the blitz-heavy scheme of defensive coordinator Brian Flores.
McCarthy demonstrated his willingness to run, converting a 4th down with an 8-yard scramble.
He is still working on regaining his full speed and agility after the injury.
It is uncertain whether McCarthy will play again in the preseason before the regular season opener against the Chicago Bears.
Joint practices with the New England Patriots will provide valuable experience in place of preseason games for most starters.
O'Connell will determine if McCarthy needs additional playing time in the final preseason game.
The Vikings coach expressed satisfaction with the team's overall performance in the game against Houston.
He believes the team is progressing well, despite acknowledging that there is always room for improvement.
McCarthy's return and the team's performance are encouraging signs for the Vikings as they head into the regular season.
The team will continue to evaluate and prepare for the challenges ahead.
They hope to build on the positive momentum generated in the preseason.
Jayden Reed, a Green Bay Packers receiver, has joined the team's growing list of injured players.
Reed was seen wearing a walking boot on his left foot after Saturday's preseason loss against the New York Jets.
Coach Matt LaFleur expressed concern about the injury and hopes Reed will return before the regular season.
ESPN's Adam Schefter reported that Reed has a sprained foot and is considered day-to-day.
Reed declined to provide details about his potential return.
He has been the Packers' leading receiver for the past 2 seasons.
Green Bay was missing 4 of their top 6 receivers in the game against the Jets.
Christian Watson is still recovering from ACL surgery and will not be ready for the start of the season.
Dontavion Wicks has missed significant practice time due to a calf injury.
Rookie Savion Williams also missed the game with a shoulder injury.
The Packers are also expected to be without starting cornerback Nate Hobbs and all-pro safety Xavier McKinney for the remainder of the preseason.
Reed has had a difficult training camp, starting on the non-football injury list with a toe issue on his right foot.
He later experienced another foot problem caused by a shoe, but this latest injury is unrelated.
Reed explained the injury occurred after he made a wrong cut during practice.
He feels his training camp has not truly begun due to these setbacks.
The Packers' offense struggled in Saturday's game, with numerous penalties and sacks allowed.
Liz Loaza explains her rationale for ranking Raiders rookie Ashton Jeanty higher than Eagles star Saquon Barkley in fantasy football drafts.
This discussion is particularly relevant for those preparing for the 2025 fantasy football draft season.
ESPN Fantasy provides various resources, including rankings, projections, and mock drafts, to assist fantasy players.
These resources cater to different league formats, from casual redraft leagues to intense dynasty formats.
The draft guide offers printable cheat sheets, player projections by Mike Clay, and depth charts for both offense and defense.
Rankings are also available, including staff consensus rankings, superflex rankings, and individual player rankings.
Mike Clay has compiled a list of 192 players he believes should be drafted in 12-team leagues.
The guide also includes rankings of reliable touchdown scorers for running backs and wide receivers.
Mock draft results are available for various league formats, including 10-team PPR and 12-team Superflex.
Expert analysis is provided, such as do draft and do not draft lists, and players generating buzz.
There are also articles discussing breakout candidates, players with high upside, and potential bounce-back candidates.
Strategic advice is offered, including draft strategies for different league formats and player-specific analysis.
Discussions about individual players, such as Drake May and Ashton Jeanty, are also featured.
Injury outlooks for key players and new features in the ESPN Fantasy app are also covered.
It is difficult to keep up with all the fantasy football information published during the summer.
It can be challenging to remember every player discussed for each round of your draft.
This cheat sheet will assist you in staying prepared for your drafts.
It will also help you succeed without reading extensive draft preparation materials.
This is the ultimate ESPN fantasy football cheat sheet.
It is a curated list of players we have discussed this preseason.
If you are deciding between two running backs, this cheat sheet is for you.
If you need to remember the name of a backup running back or rookie receiver, this is for you.
This cheat sheet also includes late-round dart throws for the end of your draft.
More detailed analysis is available in our Fantasy Football Draft Guide and linked articles.
This printable cheat sheet aggregates player rankings from various sources.
It compiles information from articles about sleepers, busts, rookies, backups, and value picks.
Having this cheat sheet is not actually cheating.
It is a valuable resource for any fantasy football player.
You can create your own league and customize the rules.
You can customize league size, scoring, and other settings.
Create a league today and put this cheat sheet to good use.
Print this cheat sheet to dominate your draft and win your league.
Derrick Henry nearly reached 2,000 rushing yards last season, falling short by only 79 yards.
While Saquon Barkley receives significant attention for achieving this milestone, Henry's performance presents a valuable draft opportunity.
Henry's average draft position is considerably lower than Barkley's, despite similar production.
This makes Henry a compelling value pick in the second round, especially for those prioritizing wide receivers in the first.
Henry's consistent top 5 finishes in fantasy football over the past 6 seasons further solidify his value.
Compared to Barkley's 2 top 5 finishes, Henry's track record offers more assurance.
This Do Draft list highlights players consistently targeted in mock drafts due to their value relative to average draft position.
Henry's discounted draft position makes him a particularly attractive target.
Despite his age and heavy workload, Henry remains a reliable source of rushing yards and touchdowns.
Brock Purdy experienced a decline in touchdown passes last season despite increased rushing attempts.
David Montgomery has maintained consistent yardage and touchdown production despite a timeshare in Detroit.
Tyreek Hill experienced a decline in production last season due to injuries, but he remains a high upside receiver.
Mike Evans has consistently surpassed 1,000 receiving yards in his career, making him a safe and reliable option.
Jacoby Myers is an undervalued receiver who has consistently produced, even with a change in teams.
Travis Kelce remains a valuable tight end despite his age and a decline in production last season.
His discounted draft position in later rounds presents a significant value opportunity.
Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, has developed a keen interest in the business world, mirroring the competitive spirit he displays on the football field.
This interest has led him to partner with Michael Fidele, a beverage industry veteran, to launch Throne Sport Coffee, a ready-to-drink cold brew.
Mahomes developed a love for coffee early in his career to stay focused during Andy Reid's lengthy offensive meetings.
Initially adding sugar to his coffee, he later eliminated it on the advice of then-starting quarterback Alex Smith, focusing on functionality over enjoyment.
Now Mahomes is leveraging his coffee consumption into a business venture.
The beverage industry is highly competitive, with hundreds of new brands launched every year.
Mahomes is the lead investor and second-largest stakeholder in Throne Sport Coffee, actively involved in its development and launch.
He emphasizes his commitment to the business, stating his desire for it to be his focus after his football career.
Mahomes hosted an event for retail executives to introduce his cold brew, demonstrating his active role in the brand.
He acknowledges the nerves he feels in such situations, comparing it to the pressure of playing football.
Despite endorsements for several major companies and minority ownership in professional sports teams, this venture represents a new challenge for Mahomes.
Fideli chose Mahomes as a partner due to the prevalence of coffee consumption among athletes and the demand for healthy caffeine options.
Mahomes receives numerous business inquiries weekly, but only a small fraction receive his attention and even fewer get approved.
He tested the Throne Sport coffee product throughout the 2023 season, ensuring it met his performance needs.
He even shared the coffee with his teammates, soliciting their honest feedback.
The coffee has become a staple in the Chiefs' quarterback room, with a replace or run rule in place.
Mahomes emphasizes his deep involvement in the product, from formulation to taste testing.
His active participation sets him apart from other celebrity endorsers.
Throne Sport Coffee has expanded its distribution significantly, recently launching nationwide at Whole Foods Market.
The success of the brand hinges on connecting Mahomes with coffee, which may not be immediately apparent.
Mahomes is focused on learning and aims to lead his team back to the Super Bowl.
He has no set timeline for retirement but sees Throne Sport Coffee as his future career.
Rookie running back Cam Skatebow has been seen jogging with a trainer, a positive sign after a leg injury sidelined him.
Skatebow is dealing with what appears to be a hamstring issue, slowing down his progress this summer.
The Giants are being cautious with their fourth-round pick from Arizona State.
His role in the backfield will depend on how quickly he recovers.
Skatebow was making an impact with the second-team offense before the injury.
Second-year running back Tyrone Tracy Jr. is clearly the Giants' #1 running back.
General Manager Joe Schoen praised Skatebow for his early performance, but acknowledged the need to protect him from himself.
Skatebow was starting to get some first-team reps before the injury.
While he was unlikely to beat Tracy for the starting job, he was positioned for a complementary role.
The Giants' first unofficial depth chart lists Tracy as the starter, followed by Devin Singletary and Skatebow.
Tracy has received the majority of first-team reps throughout the spring and summer.
The drafting of Skatebow has not affected the Giants' confidence in Tracy as their feature back.
Coach Brian Daboll has noted Tracy is making strides from his rookie year.
Tracy rushed for 839 yards and averaged 4.4 yards per carry as a rookie.
One area for improvement for Tracy is his pass catching, as he had 5 drops last season.
Skatebow is a skilled pass catcher and could contribute on third downs.
The 2025 college football season is approaching, and NFL scouts are preparing for the 2026 draft.
Scouts will observe prospects and assess talent at various colleges across the country.
12 schools, categorized into tiers, are highlighted as key programs to watch.
Penn State, a Big Ten team, is in the first tier with high draft potential.
Drew Aller, their quarterback, is a key player to observe this season.
Nicholas Singleton and Katron Allen form a strong running back duo for Penn State.
Clemson, also in Tier 1, boasts top prospect Peter Woods on the defensive line.
Cade Klubnik, Clemson's quarterback, enters his third season with high expectations.
Oregon, another Tier 1 school, features offensive tackle Isaiah World as a top prospect.
The Ducks have a strong offensive line with several players on the NFL radar.
Texas, in Tier 1, has Anthony Hill Jr. as a top linebacker prospect.
Arch Manning, the quarterback for Texas, is generating excitement despite limited playing time.
Tier 2 includes Alabama, with offensive tackle Kadion Proctor as a top prospect.
Georgia, also in Tier 2, features C.J. Allen and Raylan Wilson, a strong linebacker duo.
Notre Dame, another Tier 2 program, has running back Jeremiah Love as a top prospect.
Ohio State, in Tier 2, has Caleb Downs, the top defensive back prospect, returning.
Tier 3 includes Louisiana State University, with quarterback Garrett Nussmeier leading the team.
Arizona State, in Tier 3, features wide receiver Jordan Tyson as a top prospect.
Texas Tech, also in Tier 3, has David Bailey, edge and linebacker, as their top prospect.
Indiana is an under-the-radar school with quarterback Fernando Mendoza as a player to watch.
That's a wrap on this week's NFL Blitz Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more gridiron fire and fearless breakdowns.
Thanks for tuning in to NFL Blitz Talk. Catch you next time.